I'm Faith.
And this is Good Evening KU. And it's homecoming week.
It is homecoming week. It's a busy week.
Oh yeah, we've got the parade tomorrow. Game on Saturday.
Yep.
Of course, late night.
Have late night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, J School's having a bunch of things going on. There's some speakers on Thursday. It all starts tomorrow.
Yeah, everything at Stauffer Flint, right?
Yeah, everything at Stauffer Flint. There's like a hot dog lunch, a bunch of speakers, TED Talks, games, lots of stuff. So probably check that out.
Yeah, I think there's more information on the J School Twitter if you want to look at that. So it's gonna be super cool.
Are you gonna be going to late night?
I'm gonna try. I know that I can't camp. And I know
I'm not camping.
A big thing.
I can't camp. Some of my friends were telling me that they're gonna camp for like 4 hours. I can't do that. I've camped once before for a game, and then I'm never doing it again.
Yeah, I feel like I should try it once at some point just to have the experience, but I can't for late night. Yeah,
no, it's a big experience. I remember because we had to do it for like a few days before the game, and it's like 8 a.m. to like 10 p.m. And I was in charge of it, and it's just people are sleeping on the floor, and being there at like 6 a.m. is just not my cup of tea. So
I mean, for 2 Chainz, it might be worth it.
Yeah, I know. For 2 Chainz, maybe. My friend said that she was going to be there at like 5 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, she's excited about it.
Yeah. Did you make it last year?
No, I didn't get to go last year. I was out of town. Did you?
I didn't either. My family was in town, so I skipped it. So I feel like I have to go this year.
I know. I like didn't realize that late night got people like Lil Yachty and 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like blown away by that.
Yeah, it's always surprising to me because for us it's free, so I'm like,
I know. I have friends that don't go here, and they're texting me like, how can we get tickets and like all of this stuff. Like, I really want to see 2 Chainz, and I was like, honestly, couldn't tell you. So
I don't know. I just kind of walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was your day today?
It was good. I was really happy about the weather. Now that it's starting to like cool off, I got to like wear a sweater, which was really nice. Today it was so weird. I was walking out of class, and these 4 guys came up to me. And they were like, hey, can I grab you for a second? I was like, for what? And they were like, we just want to sing to you. And I said, okay. And so they just full a cappella started singing, found out that there's some boy band that were on TV show, and like, they're really, really good.
That's
good. They're called 4th Ave.
Okay.
So I like followed them on Instagram. I walked away, I was like, did I just like meet like famous people?
I guess. Are they like performing in Lawrence or?
Well, they said they were on tour. And so I looked it up, and they're not performing in Lawrence. So I was like,
well, they performed for you.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, maybe that was like, I don't know how they made money off that, but
free promotion, I guess.
Just a follow on Instagram is enough, I guess.
You know, an exciting thing to happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
You went to that concert this weekend.
I did.
Fall Out Boy?
Yeah, I went and saw Fall Out Boy. Machine Gun Kelly opened.
Really? Okay, that's cool.
It was really good. Played a lot of their older songs, so like I was really excited for that. I'm not super familiar with Machine Gun Kelly, but he was a great performer.
Yeah, I don't really know much about Machine Gun Kelly, but I mean,
I know he has some like.
Okay, that's all we have for today.
Have a good. Keep watching.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back, I'm Will.
And I'm Carlos. This is your Wednesday Good Evening KU News Update. Bill Cosby, known as America's Dad, was sentenced Thursday to 3 to 10 years in prison for drugging and sexually assaulting a woman at his home 14 years ago. Cosby was also ordered to pay $25,000 fine and will be classified as a sexually violent predator that requires a lifetime registration. Cosby has yet to release a statement, but his lawyers announced they plan to appeal his convictions.
Lawrence City Commissioners will soon consider raising the age to purchase tobacco products in the city from 18 to 21. This backs the claim that in those 3 years, limiting the availability of tobacco will create long-term benefits in brain development and reduce the likelihood of lifelong addiction. The City Commission is scheduled to consider the Tobacco 21 proposal at its meeting October 9th.
Police forces in Tarrant, Alabama were called to the home of 23-year-old Cordarius Cotton, whose child was unresponsive after drowning in the bathtub while he was playing video games. Local authorities say Cotton turned the water on and placed the baby in the tub before going to play video games. Cotton said it was about an hour before he realized he had forgotten about the baby. The mother said that she was not present at the home and there were 2 other children there as well. They are now in the custody of the grandmother pending an investigation.
American handbag company Michael Kors has announced its $2.1 billion acquisition of Versace, making it a high-end luxury retailer. Following the close of the deal, Michael Kors will change its name to Capri Holdings. As part of the deal, Donatella Versace will stay on to oversee the European label. 2
women have publicly come forward with allegations against Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. The recent allegations highlight Kavanaugh's lewd behavior at parties, including spiking girls' drinks and inappropriate touching. Kavanaugh is set to appear in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee on Thursday.
And that will wrap it up for today's news update. Please keep watching. After the break, we've got Hannah and Malcolm with What's Up KU.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
What's up, KU? I'm Hannah Halverson.
And I'm Malcolm Reynolds, and we have some great things coming up on campus. After you, Hannah.
Tour Day Barbecue is celebrating 10 years of riding in support of the KU Cancer on Saturday. The tour is from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and attendees will be greeted with games, food, and a beer garden at the Prairie Fire.
In addition to homecoming, KU will be holding its annual parade this Thursday to accommodate late night at the Fog. This year's theme is togetherness, and the event will begin at 6 p.m. on Mass Street. This year's scheduled events can be found on the KU alum website.
The 34th annual 2018 Late Night in the Fog is Friday, September 28th. This event kicks off the start of homecoming weekend and will feature rapper 2 Chainz. The event is free and doors open at 4:30 p.m.
2 Chainz. 2 of these, all right. Okay. The Campus Cupboard opened Monday, which provides students, faculty, and staff with free food. The free service at the Union is based on a point system, and all customers need to do is bring their KU ID.
So stay tuned. Up next, we have Connor with an exclusive interview.
Welcome back, I'm Adam.
And I'm Caden. This is your weekly sports update.
KU soccer lost its first home match this season, falling to Oklahoma State Sunday night at Rock Chalk Park. The Jayhawks trailed 2-0 late in the match when Grace Hagan scored off of a corner kick in the 90th minute. KU is now 7-2-2 and will host Iowa State on Saturday night.
The volleyball team raised its record to 8-4 with the Big 12 Conference win over the TCU on Saturday. The Jayhawks dropped the first set before storming back to win the next 3. KU will hit the road this week, traveling to Norman, Oklahoma to take on the Sooners.
And speaking about traveling, Oklahoma State is actually going to be visiting KU this weekend for our upcoming homecoming football game, actually.
Oh, really?
Hopefully, KU can pull out a win. I think.
I have my fingers crossed.
Exactly. Coming off a rough road loss, especially against Baylor, which was supposed to be a somewhat easy win for us, but
I'm not going to talk about it.
We see how that turned out. But hopefully we can bounce back, kind of get the season back on track, and hopefully maybe see Puka Williams do something really good at running back this weekend.
You never know what to expect. And speaking of the unexpected, the Buffalo Bills cornerback, Vontae Davis, left during halftime on Sunday in a game against the LA Chargers. Vontae's move was definitely, I would say, undecided or rash.
I would say so.
Yeah. Many people are calling it disrespectful, but he was just not in the right headspace. He physically did not feel well, and he means no disrespect, although some do not agree.
Absolutely. I think the teammates were actually pretty upset about his decision. They thought it was against the teammates, it was, this guy just wanted to quit on the team, but, he said.
Definitely controversial.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, it's for the better, obviously. But that's all that we have for sports today, and stay tuned for after the break, and we'll have a quick interview.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Today we have Jen O'Connor with us. She's from the KU bookstore. So Jen, I heard you guys opened a new bookstore. Where is it? And tell us something about it.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. We opened a new store at 6th and Wakarusa, right next to the Spin Pizza and the Blue Moose. It is called UniquelyKU, and we are specializing in different gear and gifts out on the west side of campus, or west side of Lawrence.
So I assume that you guys aren't selling textbooks there. Is it like pretty much the same stuff?
Yeah, so no textbooks. Really, it's a curated selection of what we have. It's a much, much smaller space than what we have in the Union. So we really curated it to not necessarily students, but more to the community and also visitors. Because with Rock Chalk right out there, you get a lot of visitors into that area and those restaurants. Plus there's a hotel about to open. So we really wanted to make sure that we had items for any visitors to Kansas as well.
Well, that sounds awesome.
Thanks.
It's smaller, so you get all the good stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
So you guys like obviously make money off of it. Does any of that money go back to KU?
Yeah, so the same thing as our mission with the bookstore is that all of our funds stay on campus. So all funds that the bookstore makes goes to student programming. The bookstore is part of the union that funds all of that so that we can keep the unions going and then also have those fun events like Trevor Noah last weekend.
Oh, wow. So I also heard you were on here yesterday.
Yeah.
And you said that the more you sell, the lower the textbooks cost?
Well, so it's a correlation because
Okay.
obviously we have a bottom line that we have to make because we need to make sure everybody gets paid that does all this hard work. But as we try to drive that price down for the textbooks, the margin is a lot smaller. So without trying to raise the margins in the clothing, if we sell more, it makes up for those smaller margins in textbooks.
That sounds amazing.
Absolutely. That's what we want to do.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, you know, a couple things with the bookstore and even at this new location, all students get 10% off. So you just show your ID, you get 10% off of any of the gear. You can also follow us at our social media, so Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at KU Bookstore, and keep up with any new arrivals that we've got coming on, any new promotions or events that the bookstore is putting on.
All right, that sounds amazing. Well, thanks for coming on the show today.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, welcome back to Good Evening KU. I'm Jade Stevensmeyer with your weather forecast for this evening. But first we're going to go outside to Adrian. Adrian, how's the weather looking out there?
Hey Jade, I'm right outside Wesco right now and it's really nice and sunny out right now. We have a little breeze, but besides that, it's pretty nice out.
Awesome, that's great to hear. So what are people wearing today? Are they like bringing out the fall clothes or are they still sticking with some t-shirts and shorts?
It's a little bit of everything today. Right now we have some people walking jeans, t-shirt, but you're getting a little of everything, mostly fall clothes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're going to bring it back
You're
in
welcome.
here. Thank you so much, Adrian. So for today, the weather is currently 69 degrees, pretty cloudy, a little bit warmer than this morning. It was pretty cool. Definitely cooler than what we've been experiencing lately. We have that fall weather that people have been looking forward towards, and a slight breeze at 6 miles per hour. So looking at this evening, the clouds are going to clear up a little bit. It's going to stay around the 60s, and then as we get into the night, it'll dip down to about 54 degrees, so a little bit colder tonight. And then looking at tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit warmer actually, 75, sunny, really nice weather with actually some strong breeze at 12 miles per hour. And then for the game day on Saturday, so unfortunately, we are going to have a little bit of rain. So as you know, it's homecoming weekend. The game's at 11 o'clock versus Oklahoma. And so about kickoff, it'll be 62 degrees, and then by fourth quarter, it'll be a little bit warmer at 65, but it'll probably be pretty rainy, unfortunately. But hopefully we can still pull out the win despite that. Anyway, so for the extended forecast for this week, so as I said before, Thursday it's going to be pretty sunny, 75 degrees, and then Friday, Saturday, it'll dip down into the cooler temperatures once again. But good news for those who like warmer weather like me. Sunday through at least Wednesday, it'll get back up into the 80s with some warmer temperatures for the next week. But thank you so much for watching. That's all we have for you today. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.